Hello everyone, welcome back to TrevDog Gaming here on YouTube. This is the game Orebound. We're now in Season 1 and Episode 18. Well, we ended up adding a heck of a lot to this this manufacturing plant. So last episode I was over on the far side. I've now duplicated that production run, but I've also added 2 more on this side. Oh my goodness. So we've got iron and copper kind of duplicated, I guess, out of splitters. And when I see something not running like that, I'm starting to wonder whether it's not working properly. So which one's working? The copper's still working, but the iron's not now? Oh my goodness. So a little bit of troubleshooting early on, I suppose. Is it this guy? I always have problems with my splitters. I don't know why. Oh dear. Alright, well, I think that's where the problem lieth, in there. I think the Orebound guys need to fix this because this is becoming rather tragic to keep coming in here and breaking stuff. How small is that? It goes all the way to there. Okay. Alright, here we go again. Another splitter. So looks like it's another episode where we do a little bit of fiddling around. Say there, and then we'll have to reconnect that one over to there, and then, oh, is that too tight? There, and then there. Oh, I could only not fall on the ground. Get rid of that, put that to there, there you go. What the? Well, that didn't work. Why are you not moving now? Hang on, how far does that go? That might be better. Maybe it's in the way there. I don't know. Now you can work? It's always the double splitters, I think, that are not working the way they should do. Anyhow. So, can I just get up there? That would be handy. Oh, don't fall down there either, Trev. Alright, so, when it's working, the iron comes in this side and the copper on the other side. Then, it comes down here, gets processed into ingots, and then it does a bit of a swap. So we've got kind of like copper in there, and copper in there, iron and iron coming out as ingots. Then it does this little bit of swap over. So the other side needs an iron and a copper, and this side needs an iron and a copper. And then what it actually makes is this precise stuff. So we've got, at the moment, 87 precise gears, which I'm going to take half of them. And then over this side, we've got another precise, which is precise pipework. So I've got 43 of each of those, fair enough. This here, over here, is the original turbo filters. So there you go, quite a lot of them. I'm going to take out 100 of those, and that will keep going. And I'm going to take out, say, 20 at least of these gold pistons. Oh my goodness, so there's all the high-end stuff, but I'll show you why I needed those components. So, I'll just explain that too. So, I'll come back later and I'll take the outputs of both of these guys and I'm going to put them into here and sell them. And I'm going to take the outputs of these guys and probably run them around the back here. That's why I put a fair few more stone blocks down the back. Should be able to pipe that all the way around to the back. And I'm going to sell all 4, right? Because don't forget, we're about to spend 1 million coins to do a bit of upgrading, but the next one up is 5 million coins, so it's going to take a while. Unless I sell stuff like that. So down here, this is actually where we need to continue the ruby stuff. So ruby was coming up, looks like that splitter's still working, and it's going upstairs and being stored. It's basically filled the storage upstairs, so it's stopped. This one's only stopped because it hasn't had the production line continue. But what we want to do now is we want to go to the gems area and make a gem cutter. and a gem polisher. And if you have a close look, they need turbo filters, precise gears, precise pipe work. Pretty much both of them. So I guess the gem cutters first. Once you get the gems cut, then you polish them, right? And I'm not sure which one we need initially. Maybe I should... yeah, there's not enough room to do it that way. I'm probably going to have to run it lengthways like this, I think. So, if we... unless we do it down that way and then turn around and come back, could do that. So if I put that here, and then I go to my belts, and I connect that into there, it should send the rubies in. Do we have to configure this thing? Oh, we do need steam. Oh, it does need a production. Oh, okay, we can cut all... holy crap, we'd probably end up needing 3 of these eventually. Alright, we need steam to come into there yet, so that's another thing. Oh my goodness, we need to get steam. Steam come on that side? Yes, it does. Is there enough space to put the polisher in front of it? Let's have a look. Ruby polisher. Oh, it's only small. Okay. Is that, where is it actually in front? About there? Yeah, it's off a little bit. But... okay, and then I guess this machine is going to produce the ruby gems. So cut ruby to ruby gem. Okay. Alright. So she's not working at the moment because we've got no steam going in there. But now we need to find steam. Does it come both on this side? It does. Okay. Alrighty, so we need steam. Where are we going to get steam from? I don't think I want to touch these guys at all. I think I'm going to grab... so hang on, what have we got here? We've got coal coming out of there, coal coming out of there. Coal comes up here. Where can we... So the best thing I think we can do is to drag the coal away here somehow. So this coal comes around here. I could hijack this and then send another coal stream down that way. Actually, why do I have a big gap here? Hang on. Maybe I should give myself a little bit of space in here to be able to build some stuff, eh? I can't fill the whole thing up, but can I go there without causing disaster? And possibly there. Okay. So that doesn't touch. I could probably almost go further than that, but I was just thinking if I could run the coal down to here, I can generate probably another water pump. Gee, this guy's a hungry little dude. Hungry little dude he is, with big feet, see? Big feet. Alrighty, I think that's the best thing to do, start manufacturing stuff down here, but I need to hijack this. Goodness me, we've got that much coal. Well, I'm not going to bring the coal up somewhere else if I don't need to, I guess. Alright, what can I cut? Maybe that? Oh, you know how much I love these splitters, hey? No, I'll go with it. I was tempted to just use it, like a triple one. See if that works any better. Yeah, see, that one's already turning the corner. It almost needs to go like this. Can I get it to turn the corner like that? I'm not sure about this. This could be a bit rough. Will it actually join? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, it's going. And then I actually need to change this direction here, I think. And probably that. I don't think it needs that, actually. So, if I come out of this side and continue where... Why does it have to do that? You know what I mean? Like it has to... What? Hang on. Is it going to let me take another one round this way? Well, it seems to be working. Alright, so where's my water stuff and all that? Oh, hang on a second. So this guy is going to need coal, and this guy's going to need coal. Guess what? I need another splitter. Can you believe it? I think this is getting a bit complicated, Trev. That's the way it is, the way the game works. So we need to bring two kind of runs of coal down this way. And so this pipe, or this belt, I should say, needs to come into here. And then one side needs to go... It needs to go into a water pump. Not that one, this one. Which way does it go? Which side should be what here? Maybe I should put the water pump... Actually, if I did it absolutely in front, on a slight angle, it would be like this, right? Then that one would feed in, and then the water would come out the front here. So what's this one look like? If it goes like that, on another angle, like that, is that too close? I don't think so. So this side, I have noticed my game is getting a tad slower because I've got so much stuff happening in this version of the game. Can you just do the right thing by me and just connect? Jeez. Is it too close, is it? That would be perfect if I can get it to connect. Hang on, maybe from this side. Belt from there. Shit, he doesn't want to have a bar of that, does it? There you go, I had it. There you go. Can you go in there? Alright, seems to be working. Okay. Alright guys, so we just need to put another water pipe. Where's our pipes? Water pipe from here. Yeah, that doesn't look very good. Maybe twist it like that. And then go to there, and then go up to here. There you go. Alright. So now we've got coal going in, we've got 10 out of 10 water, 100 steam coming out. All that just to connect up these pipes, right? So copper goes this way. And then from there, let it run across the floor and then go up. And then this one needs to go to here, but we're gonna run it to there, and then to the floor here, and then go up. Alright. So I should be able to kind of jump over them as I'm running through, which seems alright. Oh, hang on. We've missed the boat here a bit. It's taken off before we had a chance to say go. Holy cow. Hang on, so is it every 4 it's producing? Every 5 seconds it's producing a cut ruby by the looks. Oh, jeez. Was that it? Looked like the same... Oh, there it is, okay. I thought it was the same size as a chook egg. Okay, alright. Okay, so the output is now 3 of... Okay, well, so when this thing gets up to 100, we'll have our 100 gems. Should we be storing these? I guess we should. So the next layer of production, which is what we want to spend the million on, is going to allow us to run the emerald down in that production plant under the ground, hey? While I'm here, can't see why we shouldn't. Oh, man, just that little bit slow, Trev. Yeah, she is getting a little bit little bit laggy in the game, probably because I've got 5.5 million pieces sitting in here, but anyway. I can't see why we shouldn't put some storage in here, so hang on, go back to the belts. At least that way it can store 1,000. Where are we? Hang on, line it up from here. Or maybe turn it the other way around, true? I just realised it's going the wrong way. Why didn't that work? There, right? Hang on, have I not got enough of something? No? Gee, it'd be funny if I ran out of the capacity to put things down. You've got ran into your limit. I mean, I can still grab the 100 gems from here once it reaches 100, but it will stop production, obviously. Now, let me try that again. Why did that not like being put on the ground there? It's orange and not blue, right? Hang on. It needs 20 wood, of which I've got 178. Needs 10 iron ingots, of which I've got 86. So I should be able to put it down, right? But why... I am putting down the right thing, right? Wondering if I've got to some sort of hard limit or something, because I've got a lot of stuff going on. Hang on. Can I put down anything else? See that? That's blue. It's not a ceiling thing, is it? Oh, it could be. Hang on. It could be too tall. Oh, it's too tall. Oh, man. Okay. Alright, if I want to put one down, I've got to put it somewhere else and run a conveyor belt to it. Okay, fine. I was thinking I could drop it down. It doesn't matter. I can just run the conveyor belt to it, I suppose. Alrighty, or we run it all the way out to here and we have storage out here. Look at how big this thing is getting. The plant is just enormous. I knew it was going to be pretty big when we first started the season, but yeah, that's just nuts. All that is built out there just to store gold. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. How much? No, I think I made enough to make it go further, didn't I? Hang on. Go around here. I think I have capacity for 3.5 million gold, if I remember. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I've got more out there. Okay, you can tell by this guy.
Welcome.
Yeah, 2.5 million of 5. Okay, I could technically go to 5, but we should be able to buy this upgrade, which is number 6, very soon, and that's what generates this number 6 generates or unlocks the ability for me to know how to deal with emerald powder and then make emerald ingots, and it's that we want to sell. I think. Although, is it? Well, if we did sell that, so a gold ingot sells for 50, doesn't it? Where is a gold one? It's way back here somewhere. Yeah, see that? 50 gold is what a gold ingot sells for. So the emerald here sells for basically 50 times that. So you could just simply sell the emerald ingots, but I guess the ultimate is to sell cut emeralds, I suppose. That's 1600, right? If that's 1600, and we pop downstairs here for a sec, what does it say this thing is costing? Or how much can we sell one of these for? Does it tell me? So 1600 jumps to 4250, so it's like almost 3 times, 2.5 to 3 times. But obviously you've got to run it through this extra production phase where you've got to take it as a powder. No, that's an ore, isn't it? We could do that. We could just take the ore and put a couple of these production plants down near the emerald area and just sell them, I guess. Yeah. Either way, I tell you what, if it's going to be selling emerald, don't forget we've got 2 production lines for silver down there and 2 production lines for emerald. Holy cow. So, yeah, we could be really selling a lot of emerald ingots. And they're, what, 2,500 gold each? Yeah, no wonder that's going to exponentially increase the money in the vault, eh? Goodness me, he says. Alright. How far away were we? We were about half? We're at 40%, right? So that's every 10 seconds. If that's real time, then that's what, about 10 minutes? Okay. Alright, I'm going back upstairs for a sec. I'm gonna drop off this extra stuff I don't need. It's a wonder the other production lines haven't stopped working because, you know, my splitters play up and whatnot. I did try to replace a few things off camera. Like, I can see one conveyor belt there that's empty at the moment, so there's obviously something going on down there. Anyhow, the worst thing is when the copper pipes are moving or breaking or changing something. It's like, oh jeez. Remember last episode, me trying to troubleshoot that, going, where is it broke? I know it's broke, but where? Alright, precise pipe work can go in there, precise gears. Oh, we actually did have a few of those. Gold pistons, turbo filters, I'll probably almost put those back, hey? Where's my iron ore? Around here, isn't it? Nope, next one. Iron ore. Extra can go in there. Actually, how much is, look at that. Even 90 turbo filters is 31.5 grand. Good grief. Can you imagine when we start pumping this stuff out to be sold? Oh, good grief. Well, actually, while we're waiting for the gems, why can't we do that? There's probably no reason why not, right? Okay, so there's more of those. I don't think I need to keep these, do I? I don't think so. Actually, I could take this one around the back here and this one in the front. And I could do the others the other way around. That would still work alright. Okay, hang on. So I probably need to bring it. Hang on, I'll put one of these little stands down. It's a bit neater. So in front about here, and then at right angles probably about there. Then I take my belt and I move it to there, and then around to here, if I can get it to turn. It's got to turn that way, true. It's funny how it's more eager to turn the other way. Whoops, I had it. There you go. We want it to turn there. And then from there into there. Holy cow, this is going to be nuts. How much am I at? 2530. Wait till this thing sells. Wow, just sold $15,000 worth. Okay, it's just taking the stuff that's out of storage at the moment, but oh my goodness. It has to run out sooner or later, right? Because it won't have all that in storage. So 25.45 just added almost another 19 grand. Oh dear. Yeah, it has to run out. Actually, it's a pity this thing didn't have like a filter in there where you could say keep 100 or keep 300 or 500 or whatever. Okay. I mean, you can always go and break the conveyor belts, but that's not the point. How much is in there? See, they're the same thing, wow. Alright. Well, I can't see why we're hanging on to it. I don't think we need to hang on to it. Can you go to there, please? Thank you. There you go. Now it's like nuts. 2.6 million is about to jump to 33,000 just went up. Yeah, it's not going to take very long. Alright, and these guys... Actually, these guys could be stopped. Hang on. Are they stopped? 83 out of 100. Hang on. They don't run every, every second, because it's a bit slower to manufacture everything, but... Alright, so which one are we taking where? Probably the one that's right down the end there. We want a conveyor belt that is way out here on this side, I think. So a belt has to come from here and end up... Oh, I was going to say I had it. Alright. And then maybe just to make sure that this stays as far over to this side, but not too far. About there. So to there, and then to there. Alright, there they go. And then the same thing here, but I've got to bring it around this end. Okay. So that means if I put this, say, maybe here, then I'd have to have another one. This is going to do a little bit of a, kind of a bit of a kink really to get around here, but anyway. Can I? Well, it kind of does that fairly nicely. Until it gets to actually adding it to there. Jeez. You're so nervous about getting it just to sit there. Oh, man. Oh, dear. She is extremely touchy. There you go. And then this thing has to curve kind of that way. Oh, man. Why does it do that? Like, it's got such a preference to go back to front than it has to go the right way around. There! There you go. I'm back into there. Now I'm stuck in the middle. You going in? Good. Alright. So, it's basically selling off the excess, isn't it now? Look at this stuff, will you? Crying out loud. Wow. Yeah, okay, it's slowed down now. So it's, yeah, that was pretty quick to jump up, whatever it was, 280,000 coins in a matter of a few minutes. Only because we had excess stock. And it's the same with the precise pipework behind us at the moment. It's, well, it's gone now, but... So every now and again it will be throwing one of them through, I suppose. Or, you know, one of each, I suppose. That's not too bad. Okay. Well, that's all good. So the excess is being sold off. I've used it to make the gem cutters and stuff. I mean, I can always break a little bit of that connection going into the selling point if I want to slow it down and recover more. But I've got some put aside, so... well, that's a sign that I think it's still going. Still going? 84. There you go, still going. And nothing's broke so far. Well, except for this empty conveyor belt here that doesn't look good. Hang on, which one is that? I think everything else downstairs looks fine. Everything's going well except that one on that side. That's probably copper or something downstairs. While we're waiting for that, let's go and have a look. We might actually have to save it. We'll save it just here, just in case something goes tragically wrong. I ended up calling it a B version, just to be on the safe side. Okay, let's go and have a look. Oh my goodness me. Where is that coming from, though? He says. So I guess I'm looking for a conveyor belt that's empty. They're all full. Let's go and have a quick look. I'll just manually grab some coal from over here. So that one, toggle that on, and we'll take some from there, toggle that on. No, I I can still see material from there going up. It'd be funny if I actually had used up all the 20,000. See, I've replaced that splitter, so it's still got stuff in it. Okay, that one's alright. I've replaced that so many times and moved it around and done all sorts of stuff, and it's like still plays up. I was going to build a better way of getting over here too. 42 as well. Okay. Alright, well they haven't broke. They haven't stopped. So I'd have to assume everything from there is okay. I was certain it was a copper run that wasn't working. Hang on, let's stand up here for a sec. I mean, I think that's copper that's going up gradually there as well, but it hasn't stopped. Oh, it's from this splitter. That's what it is. See what I mean, guys? It's like, it's this... Oops, don't fall off. It's this thing here, this splitter again. You know what I'm really tempted to do? Go and put a splitter way up here. So I've got a bit of a backup. You could do that, put a splitter and a merger, I guess. See if you can get up there. Can you get up there, Drew? Just... Oh, man. Oh, jeez. What on earth's going on? Yeah, I could do it. Hang on. There's a few kinks in the old conveyor belt here, so I could. Let's take out that one, because it's currently full anyway. Let's put in a three-way splitter. So, let me see, it goes in there, like that. Might have to break that one as well. So it comes, well, I don't know, I could have done this with the other ones as well, I suppose. There you go. So the copper still comes in here, and it should still go out here. So that all continues. Right, so nothing has changed there. But, how good at you jumping with your little feet, with your big feet, sorry, I should say. I don't really want to break that one though. Hang on. Which one can I break? It would stop that one. So that means I need a merger of two belts. You gonna trust this to work, Trev? I don't know. Hang on, where's my inputs? In that way. Okay. Alright, so I've got to turn this around. Kind of so it does this. I think. So can I rejoin that to there? I think that'll work. This is going to be a bit touchy. It won't like this, I'm sure of it. It's got to come way up here. Still work. And then this one and this one have to go into here. Okay, hang on. Let me just disconnect that one. And let's just say, if I can get that, that won't work. And that won't work. What were you thinking, Trev? What were you thinking? Well, that does. There you go. Perfectly fine. Not really, but can't twist it around like that. Really don't know what you were thinking, Trev. If I can get this to turn this way fairly sharply like that, will it then come around like that and go into here? Okay. So this has done absolutely nothing at this point. Anyway. The troubleshooting I have to go through, I don't know. Yeah, that one didn't like it, but if I turn it around at this point, and then I come round, oh, that goes right over the top of that one though, doesn't it? Hang on, before you do that, I think it might be better if I readjust this, I think. If I bring that up high enough, just let me cancel this one for a sec. Will it let me jump that high? Don't go backwards. What would I want you to go backwards for? Can you twist? Oh, I had it. No, not that way. That way. That's it. Are you still working? He is. So if I jump it from there down to here, it's going to go right over the top of there, right? Can I get him to kind of just nicely play between the two of these? Like, oh, is that too high? That might be too high. Or maybe not. You coming? There he goes. What a weird way of doing stuff. I don't know whether that will stay working, but anyway. It's like a little miniature roller coaster, isn't it? Well, when that's splitted down there, I might fix it up later and then it'll work for a bit and then it will play up again. Yeah, it's just one thing I think the devs have to figure out, that the splitters... I've heard people just going and they replace them and start it all over again, but you don't want to do that every time you start the game. Not with the number of splitters I've got in the game. You'd spend forever doing that. Oh dear. Alright, let's get ourselves back into a hole. Back into here. Man, this guy needs food. Never seen someone so hungry. Alright. Oh, actually, we do... Oh, go this way. I was going to say, we need to go down. Actually. If I had to do it again, I'd put in a little highway of crossovers and stuff. Little walkways where I can just cleanly move from one area to another. Alright. That should be at 100 now, right? There it is. Okay, we'll take our 100 out. Now we should be able to spend big. We're gonna go up and spend our $1,000,000, people. Our million little coins. We're at 2.8. Yeah, that's going up pretty quick as it's selling a fair bit of stuff now. So what did we need? We needed the 100 turbo filters and the 100 ruby gems. Actually, what else have I got on me? Oh, because I picked up stuff. It's like pick up sticks, really, isn't it? Move that to there. That's all 100. Okay, let's go spend our money. Sorry, dude. Finally. So I've got the 100 turbo filters, the 100 ruby gems, the $1,000,000, and I can now unlock. So this is automation level 6. Hey, look at that. We're a little bit poorer, but now we're up to the next level. How cool is that? That's right. Alright, let's just pop our head back to the rubies for a sec. So I guess at the moment, yeah, that's just going to keep manufacturing the 100 ruby gems, right? It's 875. It's 875,000. So every 100's worth 10,000 plus. Man, oh man, that's just, it's worth so much gold. I was thinking I almost need, kind of what you really wanted to do is high-end stuff, is you wanted to have the rubies, the emeralds and the sapphires all coming out of infinite supplies into a manufacturing plant like that, and then straight into a sale point. Like, it does take a little while for them to all come in, but once you get enough of these sales points going, it's just like, oh my goodness, that's a lot of money being made. Like one, I mean, it's not kind of ticking up one coin at a time, but you get this rush of money all of a sudden. So 1846. I'm just looking at this for a second in the shadow. 1846 went to 8148. I can't remember what the other digits were now, but it's like at least 1,000 coins were just made. There you go, another 1,400, almost 1,500, maybe every 10, 15, 20 seconds. So that should put us up to 1851, or just under 1851. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure how many seconds are going by, but it's like maybe 100 coins every second on average is being made. So that's pretty amazing. And if it's coming out of an infinite supply and the splitters and the mergers and all that equipment is working properly, then yeah, you would just get this regular supply, basically 100 on average, 100 coins every second. And that's going to go through the roof, I think, when the emerald starts working down the bottom there. So next episode, we're going to be back at the bottom there, which would be the same as these guys, wouldn't it? Because if I selected, I'm selecting gold powder to gold ingots. Yeah, this is what I didn't have before. I didn't have the rubies, didn't have the sapphire, and didn't have the emerald. Okay, yeah, so it actually tells you there. So this is what I thought was going well, 50 coins per ingot, and then it jumps up to 2,500 coins per ingot. Wow. That's 2,050, and that's 1,600, so definitely the best one, the best price earner, I guess you could call it, is definitely the emerald. So what I should be able to do now is recognise those down in the emerald plant, and then set up the machinery down there. So next episode, off camera, I'll do a little bit of work to set it up, and then yeah, next episode we're going to go down to, or I'll be at, the gem kind of area down there for emeralds, and we'll see if we can fire that one away. I think I'm pretty certain I've already got the... Oh, I tell you what I'm going to do. Hang on. What was the... for gems? I'm going to have a look down there and see if I can move things around a bit, because if I can make one of the production lines, for example, or maybe both, I don't know, run through the gem cutter and the gem polisher, then I might as well do that. I'm just not sure. If it takes too long to make the gem to be sold, then you might be better off not doing the gem part of it and just selling the emerald ingots. But at 50 times what I'm getting out of gold at the moment, it's got to be worth it. It really has. Anyway, guys, that's going to be a slightly shorter episode, a bit different to the last one we did. Man, that was a lot of troubleshooting involved there. But yeah, we've got everything set up now. We've spent our big dollars and our largest amount of dollars. Actually, let's have a quick look before I leave the episode. What does it need again? I know it needs 5 million coins, but what else?
Welcome.
Oh wow, you've actually got to make 100 of each of these ingots. Holy cow, okay. Oh wow. That's just triggered something. Hang on a second. So down there where we've got the emerald stuff, that's not really a problem. But here, this is making me think. Hang on a second. So hang on. So I really have. I'm back here along this line, so I have the auto crusher to make powder, and then it goes through the smelter, and that makes the ingots. It's almost like I need to produce 2 of these machines here, right here almost, or maybe I just I almost need a 3-way splitter right here. Push. Yeah, I do, and then I can maybe run it off the end here and have another platform down there. So I could make the ruby ingots down there, because I just simply need, well, although this is open at the moment, maybe I could just put the machinery out here. I could do that. I'll have a look at this off camera, but yeah, I obviously need to make 100 ruby ingots, and I can probably do it just here. Just change that little belt system just there and push them out this way. But I still need to do sapphire. emerald ingots can be made down there. That's no sweat whatsoever. In fact, all the machinery's in place already. But the sapphire, I know that there's sapphire down underground in a couple of places, but it wasn't infinite. I can't remember ever seeing an infinite sapphire supply. But in terms of trying to get 100 ingots, well, I definitely know where there's one, maybe two, of the 20,000 areas of sapphire. So we could definitely have some local machines down there producing it. So that's another thing we have to do in readiness for that level 7 of automation, which is the 5 million one. Anyhow, let me have a look at this off camera, see if I can get something set up here, and I'll go down and have a quick look at the emerald stuff so that we're ready for next week's episode, which will be selling off the emerald ingots and perhaps the gems. I'm not sure, see how it goes, so that we can push really hard to get us back up to the 5 million mark, I guess, as quickly as possible. Anyway guys, I will have to leave the episode here. Super hope you enjoyed it today. If you did, you can really help the channel out by smashing that like button for the video. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you can mega help the channel out by subscribing. Alright everyone, thanks so much. Cheers.